And she said that she didn't remember sending them those messages. And the other person had deleted their messages in the screenshots, right? So it's just her messages, but it's obvious she's having a conversation. And she said she just didn't remember sending them. So,
Right, which sounds like cope in one direction or the other.
Yeah. So I that makes it very hard for me to believe that she didn't send them. So so long story short, I believe that he did record people without consent, right? I 100% believe that. But again, I don't.
Why do you care? 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 It's another streamer's drama. Why are you trying to integrate yourself into this drama? Why are you the gay homosexual, okay? A frog of the most homosexual kind, integrating yourself weirdly into this drama by persistently trying to ask a girl about the sexual explicit nudes that she has sent to another person and traded with another person. How do you not find that weird? So let me get this clear. So Zip is weird. Zip is weird for going to his favorite streamer's court hearing, even though a lot of people would, okay? But you're not weird for asking for someone's fucking sexual conquests, like image evidence or some shit? Like, why do you want to know? So then you can jerk off to her answer? Also, I really doubt that any answer she would have given would have satisfied Doobie. I really don't think any answer she would have given would have say yes, and Doobie would say, I knew it. Say no, well, and Doobie goes, you're lying. Why? Why? He's not asking in good faith. He calls Zip parasocial for going to a public court hearing, but Doobie is on Tiny's D. Exactly. Why?
Go around talking about that unless it comes up, right? And he comes up a lot because he's relevant to the space. So that's his
what I think I'm praying, unironically, what I think Dan and Erudite and probably Mooten and anybody who has ever considered themselves a friend of Steven is that November 29th of 2024 should have been a fucking wake-up call. No, regardless of Steven's sins, that should have been a fucking wake-up call. Like, you engaged in behavior that was so disastrous that 95% of your orbit left you. Your name is toxic in political communities. Most mainstream political organizations that aren't under the age of 40 will probably not work with you. Political organizations under the age of 40 have to be ready to disavow you at the drop of a hat if you engage in more egregious behavior. And so as a result, your career opportunities, not even talking about it from a selfish level, I'm not even talking about hurting other people. I'm not even talking about having bad relationships.
Connor is granting this dude right here too much good faith, okay? Connor is granting this guy right here too much good faith, okay? Because Connor is speaking to Doobie as if Connor is like a frustrated friend, right? As if Connor is a friend who is looking out for Destiny, so therefore I want to be able to express my frustrations about being Destiny's friend, right? But this guy is an enemy. Like, this Doobie guy is an enemy. He is not a friend, okay? He's not a mutual who is also equally frustrated with Destiny's behavior. You, Connor have an excuse. Because you're his friend, right? And I think that Destiny feels the same, okay? You have an excuse because you are his friend. But you? Who are you? Hello? Who the fuck are you?
I'm talking about it from a selfish level. From a selfish level.
Oh. Huh.
He's heard.
Yo.
Hello.
Hey. Right. So, what has Doobie done outside of like is there any like how do we know that Doobie has like in fact pressured Wick to drop the Bridge of Destiny? Like how do we know that
You
in
can
first
just
place?
because he did that shit in Wix server. It's just public. You can just see it.
Oh
It was
really?
fucking
Oh, okay.
crazy. Yeah, it was just it's all on there.
Does Doobie use any anti-fan language?
Yeah. Yeah, it depends what you mean by anti-fan language.
Like the lingo.
I mean, like lingo, I don't know. But I don't know. I don't know if I even know the anti-fan lingo exactly. But I think you already kind of said it. I literally just tuned in like the last minute. I just finished my stream. Did the
Okay.
show with Kafka.
Nice.
But I watched the conversation earlier today. Because I came up. But like yeah, it's just fucking crazy. He was just in Wix server that week of like Destiny starting going against Doobie like trying to dox, and then Wick having him on for a panel or some shit, and then like the whole time like yeah, Doobie was going on and like fucking being pissy as fuck about it, trying to get him to drop Destiny and arguing and shit. Like anti-fan
Right.
language, like he says in this that he didn't know who Peach was when he talked to her because whenever Peach was on show with Wick, and then he came on to like debate. What happened was he went to JStock server and then immediately believed whatever they told him, even when JStock told him not to believe it because it's probably not true.
Mm-hmm.
And he has no evidence, like he doesn't believe the evidence of it. And then he spread that into Wix, he's spread that other places, and it's like yeah. Show up Peach. He lies in this. He says that he got banned from Pisco's Discord because somebody donated $500. I think somebody did donate, but that's not why he got banned. The ban reasons were stated, and he just ignores that. He was banned because of, and he also says that he just called me weird and parasocial. That's it.
Right.
No, he accused me of
No, accuse you of
going to the
coming
queer hearing to
onto
stalking,
Pixie's
to stalking.
windshield. Yeah.
The more realistic thing is he joined in
Yeah, the
on
more
people who were
realistic
accusing me of
thing,
going there
yeah.
to stalk Pixie,
Mm-hmm.
and then he joked that I went to like follow her to her car and jerk off onto the car door, and then it became jerk off on her windshield, then it became fucking exhaust pipe of her car.
Jesus.
Which is like funny memes, but like it's just a weird thing to say.
No, no. I mean, the
Apparently,
part about the
also
exhaust,
he said some weird
go
comment
ahead.
about like vagina skin color preference that made people uncomfortable. That was
What?
another reason that he got banned.
Wait, what?
I don't even know
Do you
anything
have
about that, but
evidence
those are
of
the two
this?
stated reasons.
Do you have the screenshot?
Those are the two stated reasons. Yeah, I can do. Well, you're not in Pisco's Discord, are you?
No.
But
Show it
I
to
think I
me.
can still forward you a message from a server you're not in, right? Maybe is that how that works?
Do
If I send you
Pisco's mods
this,
like Destiny? They don't, right?
some do, some don't.
Oh.
Depends on the one, but like not enough to like. Yeah, I don't know. Can you see? Well, this is the message. This was somebody asking like, why did Doobie get banned? And these were the messages from. This was the response from a mod. I don't know anything about the first one, but apparently that made people uncomfortable.
Can you take a screenshot because I can't like trace it back? I can't do it. I can't trace it back.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. So why is Doobie obsessed with Destiny anyway?
He's obsessed. Just an obsessed guy. I don't know. It's just weird. he's weird.
Weird.
I don't know what else to say.
Okay. Let me see.
was like a couple days after he got banned. I think somebody was asking,
Oh,
saying that
so
they seen
this
the Kim White
Premier
ban.
Katya guy is a mod.
Yeah, she
Okay,
is one of the.
Oh,
she's
sorry.
one.
Weird comments about vagina skin color preferences. I don't know the context of that one. That's crazy.
Nice guy,
Gross.
but that made some people uncomfortable apparently.
Sure. Gross sexual accusations, mostly not serious, but still gross towards Zip Zip. Oh, okay, I see. Okay, yeah. All right, yeah.
Like it wasn't a coincidence that it was right after that. It was it's because of those things. And if he wants to be unbanned, he could have appealed at any point, but he hasn't done that because he will still keep lying for the reason that he got banned, and will still keep lying about about me. Yeah, he did not just say I'm weird and parasocial for going to hearing.
So he has not. He could have appealed, but the mod
I
said
don't know
that
if
he
yeah.
hasn't
As
appealed.
last I knew,
okay.
he didn't appeal. So
Okay.
and when somebody like I think somebody had asked him or I asked him, but I remember at some point he said like, "Oh, I just don't care, so I'm not going to." It's like, okay, bro.
Okay.
Yeah, that's pretty much all I had. He's just clearly like lying and he's friends with Connor, so he's like trying to like, oh, no, I'm just a little guy, and that's it. It's like, bro, okay, cool.
Yeah, I think Connor probably doesn't know enough.
He doesn't know enough to push back. That's like
to push back. Yeah. Okay, cool. Is there anything else?
No, I don't think so.
All right, thanks for coming on. Bye.
Okay, bye-bye.
See ya, love you. Okay, wait. Yo.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, what's
Yo.
up?
Don't you think it's a little fucking weird that like Counterpoints will just let people join his stream and say shit like this with completely unchallenged too? Like there's no mention of him saying that shit about Zip Zip either. It's not even a confrontational conversation. He's just being completely amenable to everything he says.
I do actually think that's weird. I think that and I've criticized Counterpoints for this before. I think Counterpoints does a lot of flirting with the anti-fans.
I mean, he flirts with everyone, but like this is the common theme of everyone who's even neutral to Destiny, right? They're in all of these spaces. Like don't get it wrong, like twisted about like Doobie's in Pisco's chat. He's doing it now to Counterpoints. This call-in is entirely just him disseminating the same points. Like the reason he's having this conversation is just so he can monologue about all the things he hates about Destiny. Right? He hit all the talking points already.
Mm-hmm.
It's just fucking like retardedly blatant and shameless. Even like
I really wish, like I truly wish that Connor should have demanded that Doobie produces evidence.
Yeah, that's what like I think that there needs to be like a
yeah.
I don't know like what enforcement mechanism there is for that. But, like these other communities should be like shamed for like just letting their streamers do this, right? Like that's something that's cringe as fuck. Like we need someone to say in at least in his chat like, yo, is Doobie gonna prove any of this or like, and can we investigate any of Doobie's logs in any of these chats?
Yeah, I mean, the way that I kind of think about it is like, I don't like I find it really weird how Connor undermines me, right? Like he undermines me directly, and I do heavy anti-fan moderation, right? You've seen it. I do. I try to like get like anybody who anti-fans too much, like they're out of the community eventually, right?
Yeah, but you're not even draconian with it, right? Like you.
Yeah,
Like,
I'm not draconian with it. Like the thing is that I've had I've had. Is this carrier? Yeah, it is carrier. Like I've had people who
yeah.
are anti-fans in my community and was like openly anti-fans in my community until they slowly start to turn and then they eventually become part of the community and they're not an anti-fan anymore. One person I can think of is Puddles. I think that Puddles originally was much more of an anti-fan. Like but now like Puddles is a part of the community, which is super wholesome. But the thing is that like I don't know. I just find it weird that like he grants more charity to people who levy allegations of weird sexual shit, but then he would like go after me for other fucking weird lolly shit, right? Even though I don't
Yeah,
even
I think
talk
it's the
about it
cross
anymore.
section.
It's so fucking weird. Yeah, I don't know.
I think it's the cross section of drama and culture. The reason why he's unfriendly towards you because he sees you as someone strongly taking a side. So he might think of Doobie as someone strongly taking a side, but he also doesn't have the association with Lolly, right? So there's two strikes against you. So there's that. So he's willing to sweep a little bit more for him, and he's probably willing to sweep more for other people if there were people defending Destiny on the other side. But I think the like, have you been willing to like consider calling into Counterpoints to stream? Just because you guys do have beef, you could probably bury the hatchet even. But like,
I asked Connor if he is willing to talk before, and he said no.
like Destiny should be like calling it and then having a conversation with him on that because like he is. I don't mean
No,
to. I'm not
I mean,
I'm not defensive of you or anything. You know that I'm willing to shit
yeah.
on you, but like it is cringe as fuck that he's allowed. Because I even like Counterpoints. I'm not trying to control
I
anything.
don't even
It just feels
like
weird that he's allowed
I
to
don't
say
even
whatever he wants.
I don't even particularly care about I don't even particularly care about Counterpoint shitting on me. But it's more like I don't know what side he's on, you know? Like the thing
It's the discrediting, yeah. The crediting and discrediting is the problem.
it's no. What kind of feels weird to me is when he constantly frames himself as Destiny's friend, right? Like he does that constantly. Like he is very public about that. I mean, fine, if you want to be Destiny's friend, that's fine, right? But then at the same time, you flirt with the anti-fans. It just seems weird. Like why? Like what the
It's
fuck?
the same shit. You know what it is? It's the same
What?
shit where it's like what Vosh does with liberals, where he's like saying that they're in favor of a genocide and shit, like, and he's willing to have people in their community like that, and then he says, but you should vote for them at the next election, and it's like, really, you want them to vote for a genocide denier or a genocide supporter, like that, because that's what you told them that it is. It's the same shit where like Counterpoints has these people on his stream who are saying Destiny definitely recorded women without their consent, which there's no evidence of. There's still no evidence of publicly. In fact, that was alleged, and then there was promised evidence that we're still waiting for. That still hasn't happened. So that should be at this point suspect with the amount of time that has passed. But he's just letting them come in and say like Destiny's genuinely an evil person or genuinely disregards, like, and he starts, you already know they start weaving the narrative slowly and building up to the idea that Destiny is some kind of completely unhinged predator who looks for vulnerable women and then takes advantage of them. But like you see the foundation being laid, the bricks being paved and all that, like building the road straight there, and he's just letting them be on their stream. So what? Yeah, that's it's the double standard. No.
Hold
There's no coherence to it. How are you friends with a person with that?
Hold on. I want to address the chat real quick. What do you mean side? Counterpoints has said he's close with Destiny, but it doesn't mean he condones or agrees with what Destiny has done. Wrong. Okay, when you give criticism from a friend's perspective in private, it's not the same as you citing or you flirting with people who are obsessive haters of your friend in public, right? Like if you as a friend, if you're giving constructive criticism to a friend, that's going to be taken in good faith because you're not trying to gain anything weird off of it, right? You're not trying to gain some kind of public clout or attention off of it, right? But the thing is that if you're flirting with Doobie, like in public, you're giving kind of like a showing where you're saying, you're kind of signaling to anti-fans, well, hey, listen, I'm still open to your ideas, okay? You just have to convince me, right? Which is like,
yeah,
and hello, yeah.
And like anyone who denies that too, like it's such an obvious fucking thing. If you have to not have a social life because like these are streamers where their careers depend on their reputation. Just for normal social situations, when you have a friend who's like friends with everyone who hates you, like you obviously know you're looking at them weird. It makes your head turn. Like that's a little fucking weird that you're hanging out with them all the time when you know what they're saying about me behind my back. Like you're telling me these awful things that they say about me. And usually that ends up being the friend who's actually like fucking with you too. Just sticking around because I don't know.
I mean, it kind
they
of
think they can get slandered.
it kind of reminds me of
I don't think
like
Counterpoints is that kind of person, but he needs to get his
Sure.
shit in order, you know? Like, he's having them on stream like that. That's what that signals.
I mean, to be fair, I mean, he's free to do so. It's his fucking stream, right? But the thing is that like you should be giving pushback. I don't know, like at least more substantial pushback, right? I don't know. Like that's kind of my expectation, especially if you cover.
Yeah,
some stuff
you're
from
free to
different
run your
people.
stream poorly. Like that's totally a thing you can do. And the annoying part is like he's pretty consistent. I mean, like I'm gonna disagree with him on something because like he's culturally conservative, of course, but like he seems fairly consistent in what he believes. So why is like he needs to contest with the fact that he's willing to be friends with someone that he's also willing to let people come on and slander publicly. He needs to,
Sure.
because you know he's letting them come on unchallenged. So clearly that means he's condoning some of the slander. So is he just friends with a rapist who doesn't respect women's consent? Is that what he's saying? The thing he's putting out there publicly, or is he going to push back more aggressively when he has them on stream?
Yeah, I don't
Okay,
know. Yeah, but
sorry.
anything else?
I had to soy rant.
No,
No,
you're
that's all.
fine. You're fine. Anything else?
No, that's all.
Okay,
me.
thanks for coming on. All right, bye.
Bye.
Bro. Ugh, my stomach fucking hurts, okay? Oh my god, my hair looks so pretty. Holy shit. Isn't that crazy? Sorry.
Himself. And so if you don't wake up to the point where you touch a stove and you burn yourself, you're kind of a fucking idiot.
8 minutes. 8 minutes left. We can do this.
You know, like
oh my god. I need nausea medication. Holy shit. But he tells Destiny not to listen to the slander while platforming the slanders. I don't know. Maybe he thinks that he is able to handle it far better. To be fair, to be very fair to Connor, okay, good for him for you know, I mean he has like not like he's been beefing. He's been beefing with the anti-fans for a while now, and I don't see him like being convinced by the anti-fans in any way. Just because he has such a fucking thick head, okay? He has such a thick head that no amount of anti-fans in his chat and people who come on is able to turn him against Destiny, okay? Despite all the effort that they're trying to do to get Connor to disavow Destiny, Connor has not done so, and he has stood firm, okay, against the wave, okay? But hey, you know, whatever. He's built like a tuna can. No, he's built like a retard.
I think
Sorry.
I've stuck by this so far, which is effectively like, I want Steven to wake up. I want him to smell the coffee. I want him to realize what's going on, and I want him to moderate his behavior accordingly. Also, one of the things that I'll just say right now is, it's kind of like the Anton Chigurh quote, where it's like, if what you believed led you to this, then of what good was your belief, right? And so if nihilism and immature hedonism and the wanton pursuit of pleasure led you to this result, of what good was your belief system? Now, I could be, you know, from a biblical perspective, I could be throwing seeds on, you know, infertile soil. And I'm not a Christian literalist, to be clear. But I'm gonna throw those seeds, you know? Because I think if Steven changed his behavior, it would be a net good.
I agree with you. I think you are throwing seeds onto salted ground, but you're a grown ass man.
Sorry. Nausea medication, please kick in. Okay. Holy shit. I am dead on the inside right now. Okay. Jesus.
Right? I'm not gonna. It's not my business to tell you who you can be friends with, right? I'm not. That's silly. So whatever, right? So like I've had toxic friends that I tried to help, and I stuck around way too long. I think
But that's what you did it with,
everybody's
right?
had this experience at some point, right? So I think you are in the place where you're staying along too long, and it might be enabling a bit. But again, you're a grown ass man. I don't really care. Right?
And by the way, he's a grown ass man. So
yeah, like
if I give him advice and he ignores my advice and he ends up civilly sued or incarcerated or destroys his career, yeah, that's going to reflect badly on me because I stayed, you know, past the point that, you know, reasonable people would have said, hey, I'm severing the bridge. But at the same time, he's a grown ass man. I can lead a horse to water. I can't compel them to drink. So if Steven, you know, modifies his behavior slightly, if he's less of a hedonist, if he considers other moral philosophies besides the ones that have led him to this result, then awesome. And then if he says, nope, I'm going to live my life exactly how I feel like it. Fuck all of you. You can't tell me what to do. I'm going to do X, Y, Z, A, B, C. And then it blows up in his face. Then the best I'm going to be able to do is say, hey, man, I told you. You know?
Yeah, and I get that. Like, so for me, I just treat him as like some idiot content creator that I dislike, and I talk about him when it comes up. Like, I have no interest in undermining him, destroying his platform, anything like this. Like, I just don't give a fuck, right? I'm in the space. He's relevant to the space, so I talk about him when he comes up, and I think he's stupid, so I criticize him. That's it.
But you're enabling that space. You are contributing to the environment in which he is getting like attacked on, right? Like by hopping onto you are hopping onto a public platform to go after him. You're levying false allegations at people to make his orbit more toxic. In every way, you are manifesting your own destiny, right? You're manifesting the space in which you're saying it's toxic. Like you say you're not burning the bridge between him and any other person, but you're contributing to the space that is making it so toxic in the first place, right? But hey, you know, what can you say?
That's as deep as it goes.
Sure.
Now,
we might have to divide this up. We might have to divide this up because I was actually supposed to be someplace else at 1:30, but I stayed because we were still getting into the meat and bones of the topic.
Yeah.
So basically, if you still wanted to talk about Hassan or the Red Sea crisis or those other topics, I would probably need to save those for a different day. But if you had any save rounds specifically to Steven, then I would probably still want to hear those before we kind of wrapped up.
I mean, my if I had advice or I had an outcome that I wanted regarding Steven, right? It would just be, I think he's lost in the sauce right now. I think he should probably take a month off, get some perspective, deal with the shit, and then come back when things have calmed down a bit, and then try to behave like a rational person. Because I think right now he's been spiraling for a while, and I think it's gonna get worse if he doesn't do that. That's it. But beyond that,
bro, do you know what this is? You're telling Connor, you're telling Connor to influence Steven. You're trying to get in between Connor and Steven's relationship, right? Like, do you realize how gay this is? Like, literally what you're being accused of is getting in between people and doing gay ops. But how is this not a gay op, right? I mean, Connor is barely, like, pushing back, right, against you in the first place. Like, the last time I heard Connor speak, other than now, is that he said sure to your fucking unhinged fucking statements, okay? Like, by the way, like, what Connor does with his friendship is his business, right? Why are you getting in someone else's fucking friendship and telling them what to do with their fucking friendship in public, right? Like, if I tell a friend to cut off a toxic friend, I'm doing that in private because I care about them, right? If someone says that, you know, one of their private friends is like a fucking dipshit bullshit motherfucker, right? I am 100%, okay? I'm 100% telling them in private because I care about them. But if I do it in public, right? If I say something like that in public, it's not like I don't, it's just what are you trying to signal here, right? Like, this is gay. This is homosexual of the highest disorder, okay?
And maybe the demonetization is actually going to be helpful in that regard. Because he's already talked about how he's going to do less political stuff. He's going to do less content in general. He's going to focus on gaming. He's going to do this. He's going to do that. Now, I kind of said this to his face, just being transparent so you don't have to hear it from some clip. If Steven quits or if he stays, it's beneficial to me. And what I mean by that is, let's say he quits, he disappears. Well, now there's a giant vacuum in DGG where DGGers are going to be looking for new communities, and maybe there will be more politically, sexually, socially moderate people who would be interested in my stream. And so as a result, I might catch some of those people, right? Not all of them, because let's face it, there's a lot of liberals and progressives and gooners and all that bullshit. They're probably not going to be interested in my stream. But if DGG imploded and Destiny disappeared and he took his millions of dollars and he fucked off into the sunset, I would potentially benefit. I also benefit if he stays. And what I mean by that is if he gets his shit together, if he works on canvassing operations, if he works on the midterm, if he only has sex with girls that are over the age, in my opinion, they should be over the age of 21, but that's fine. And he checks their IDs, if he doesn't leak any more homemade porn, if he doesn't...
Well, dude, even this is the weird thing. I'm sorry. This is such a weird thing to talk about a friend. Like, if you really do think of Destiny as a friend, why the fuck would you talk about your friend like this in public? Like, what the fuck, dude? Am I the only one that finds this really strange? Am I the only one that finds this to be socially, like, unacceptable? Or, like, what the fuck? I feel like... Dude, I'm tripping. I think I have to be tripping. Maybe I'm the one that's wrong. Who knows? But like, I feel like I would never talk about a friend's issues like this in public, by the way. Like, I would never do it. I would never do this. 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 Never, ever, 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 ever. It's the biggest red flag either, like, as well, right? For someone to do this. Yeah, anyway. It's literally ultra in the public arguments because they're all streamers. You're clout farming and they are too. Wow, you're so deep. Okay, yes, everyone is a streamer. Streamer's gonna do streaming things. Wow, that's crazy. We can't assign any kind of moral weight to anything because everyone's a fucking public streamer. Wow, amazing. Bye, see ya. Fucking retard. Go somewhere else. Shoo. Back in your cage, Bubbles. But yeah. Good one. Okay.
Videotape things that are not that are all everything he videotapes, if he videotapes anything, which I would recommend against, but if he videotapes anything, it's all with consent, then boom, he cleaned up his act. He's still a force for good. We can hang out, we can shoot guns, we can make content together, whatever. And so for me, laying that all out there.
Connor is not a friend. No, I think he is a friend. He's just a weird friend, like a really strange, bizarro, walking the line friend. I don't know. Like, that's the way he comes off to me. There are people who's like that. I would not recommend being friends with them, though, to be fair. Okay, not saying that Destiny should sever his relationship with Connor, although, to be honest, I feel like I am in my right to do so, just mainly because he has tried to undermine my relationship with Destiny, right? So in my opinion, it's only justified to do so. But the thing is that I'm not saying that, like, you should do it like that, but I'm just saying Connor shouldn't be the type of friend that you should make, you know, you should aim to make, basically. If you happen to be their friend, then fine. But like, the thing is that I just don't know how I feel about, like, you know, looking for a friend like Connor, I guess, right? Because normally it would be considered unacceptable to talk about, like, fucking sexual preferences of your friend out in the open like that, like a fucking weirdo. But yeah, I don't know, what can I say, right? You know, whatever.
People can say, oh, Connor, you're such a Machiavellian, manipulative fuck, because you have these things in consideration. But for me, these are the kinds of things that everybody who's a creator kind of contemplates. They just don't say it out loud because they don't want to be accused of being Machiavellian.
Yeah, and this is why I don't do the pressure thing, right? And why I don't try to pressure Wick or you or Kyler or whoever not to interact with them, because you guys, I'm a very, like I said, I'm a very wealthy person. I built a very comfortable life for myself. I'm actually retiring at the end of the year. I'm selling my company, so.
I think in spite of how annoyed I am about all this, I think Counterpoints is a cool guy. I think Connor is, oh, 500 kickbits? What does that even mean? 2 hours of a man trying to tell another man that Tiny Bat is definitely weird behavior? Yeah, sure. Wait, what does the 500 kickbits even mean? What? Oh my god, that looks so shiny. Why does that look so shiny? Oh my god, it looks so fucking cool. Sorry.
That's gonna be fun. But I totally understand the grind, right? I know what it's like. So I would never pressure any.
Bro, you know what this sounds like? This sounds like Connor is just using Destiny for his own gain. What the fuck? Because he sounds like he's opposed to everything that Destiny is and does. Like, do you even enjoy Destiny as a person anymore? Like, this is such weird fucking... Like, this is so weird. It's just so fucking weird. Why are you saying this? Why are you... You're not even giving... You're not even giving a single compliment to Steven in the context of this entire conversation, right? Like, why? Stop being so weird.
Buddy to do anything that isn't going to help them succeed. You guys have families, you have lives, you got bills to pay. So if you want to interact with a dude, and go for it. I like, for example, I just don't watch Wick stream when he's on, but I watch Wick stream on other times, right? And I donate to Wick stream all the time. So like, I have no issue with any of you. I just don't want to support this specific guy. That's it. It's not more intense than that for me.
Sure.
I have no skin in the game here beyond being a chatter, and in terms of like, whether he's here or not, it doesn't impact me really, like at all. I've got plenty of people to argue with. I got plenty of shit to entertain me.
Doobie is legit implying Connor is just farming Destiny for money here. Yes, yeah. What Doobie is saying is that I understand that that there is no intrinsic value to being friends with Destiny. You don't actually enjoy him as a person, but I know that you're just using Destiny as a tool. And I totally understand your position, and I understand that this is the game that all content creators play. And Connor does not push back on that and goes, I understand. Sure, yes, I am using Destiny as a tool. Yes, I don't actually enjoy Destiny as a person. Yes, every single time I hang out with Destiny, I am using him for Clout. I am trying to strengthen my bond with him so that I can use him for Clout. Okay? Yes. Okay. Fine. I get it. Okay? Yes. Yes. I get it. Ugh. Doobie is like, Connor, you must do what needs to be done.
When I've got time. So it's not that important to me. Yeah, so that's it.
Okay, cool. Sorry, Kev99 says Connor's a hypocrite giving advice about Destiny dating 20-year-old people when he married an 18-year-old. Lol, it's worse. Number one, when I met my wife, she was 19. Number two, she was in a committed relationship. Number three, I did not break up that committed relationship. I was just her coworker for 6 months.
Fuck.
Number four, when she broke up with her boyfriend,
Wait, okay, I didn't expect this fucking Connor lore. What the fuck? Jesus. Okay.
we went on a date to Pita Pit, and I didn't even try to manipulate her into anything crazy. We got to know each other. We were friends for like months before we ever dated. Number five.
Rewind time.
Lives, you got bills to pay. So if you want to interact with a dude, and go for it. I like, for example, I just don't watch Wick stream when he's on, but I watch Wick stream on other times, right? And I donate to Wick stream all the time. So like, I have no issue with any of you. I just don't want to support this specific guy. That's it. It's not more intense than that for me.
Locale. I'm telling you, dude. I'm telling you, Connor has a locale jinx. I am telling you that Connor has a locale jinx, okay? I'm telling you right now, this is like locale shit.
Sure.
I have no skin in the game here beyond being a chatter, and in terms of like, whether he's here or not, it doesn't impact me really, like at all. I've got plenty of people to argue with. I got plenty of shit to entertain me when I've got time. So it's not that important to me.
Also, why the fuck are you... yeah, true. Why are you revealing all this shit when people in this space are fucking unhinged? Like people in this space are unhinged. Like, why are you even talking about this so much?
Yeah, so that's it.
Okay, cool. Sorry, Kev99 says Connor's a hypocrite giving advice about Destiny dating 20-year-old people when he married an 18-year-old. Lol, it's worse. Number one, when I met my wife, she was 19.
Connor, guess what? Connor, guess what? When Destiny meets with some other people, yeah, they're like 19 as well. 19, 20, 21, 22, or whatever the fuck, right? And they weren't necessarily like bang partners first, right? Either. I imagine for a lot of them, right? I think, but you know, I could be wrong.
Number 2, she was in a committed relationship.
So Melina was in a... Yeah, how old was Connor? I'm curious. How old was Connor? Wait, hold on. Oh my god. Dude, what is the age gap between Counterpoints and his wife? Okay, this sounds so creepy. Whatever, I'm doing it now. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late for me. Okay, I can't find... Whatever. I don't know.
Number 3, I did not break up that committed relationship. I was just her coworker for 6 months.
Fuck.
Number 4.
Wait, so you were her coworker for 6 months? Yeah, well, that's like... I feel like a lot of people that Destiny banged were also like, they were just in the same space, right? Like Pixie isn't there at the very beginning as a fucking hookup partner, right? Or something like that. Like Pixie wasn't there for that, right? Wasn't Pixie like fucking like, didn't they know each other several months in? Does Connor take issue with Destiny's marriage to Melina? I don't believe so. I actually don't believe so. But I could be wrong.
When she broke up with her boyfriend, we went on a date to Pita Pit, and I didn't even try to, like, you know, manipulate her into anything crazy. We got to know each other. We were friends for like months before we ever dated. Number 5, she's pretty mature for her age. I know everybody's... says that. I was 24.
Wait.
I was 20 for this pedo pit.
Yeah, I mean, my wife is 7 years younger than me. Okay, so I can't criticize you.
Yeah.
Huh?
I was 20 for this pedo pit.
Yeah, I mean, my wife is 7 years younger than me. Okay, so I can't criticize.
Just by the way, okay, I hope you guys know that I'm a femcel. I'm a virgin, okay? I'm a virgin femcel with no committed relationship, okay, at the moment, okay? I'm single. All right. And I'm being led on by these guys who are projecting so hard onto Destiny. It's insane. They feel guilty. Okay, so they're projecting onto Destiny All right, that's what's going on. Okay, they feel guilty about their own relationships, and that's why they project onto Destiny. Okay, it all makes sense now. Everything. Oh my god, brain blast. Holy fuck, brain blast. Oh my god, I'm having such a big brain blast moment. Holy shit, dude. Every single time, some motherfucker sex shames or they like fucking relationship shames, it's projection. You are confessing. You're confessing.
Besides you.
Yeah. But how old were you? I was 24. It's a 5-year age gap. I'm not a pedo. Jesus Christ. All right, they're fucking with me. So, anyways. So,
Now,
yeah, just save some rounds, and if you want to talk about the Red Sea crisis or Israel or the communist shit, I would be happy to do so. I do enjoy our conversations, but I think I need to.
Yeah, totally.
I need to run to the next
I'm around
thing.
tomorrow if you want, or we can do next week at sometime. Like tomorrow after like 10 o'clock works for me. So
my chat hates you, but I was normally at
really
150. I was at 150 live viewers. That was kind of my average today, and you bumped it up to 185, 190. So they hate you.
Yeah, I'm sure
they love to hate you.
I'm sure the cum signal went out in the DGG chat, so they're all here to be mad at me. But the thing is, I would really like to talk to them, like one-on-one. I would like to understand why they believe that this is.
And that's
really
the challenge, guys.
Right?
The challenge is, and Doobie brought this up in the beginning of the conversation, and we did not get anything substantive. You can phrase the question however you want to phrase it. But my question would be, why does Doobie deserve either to be like doxxed or harassed for engaging in the behavior that he's engaging in when it is largely, in my opinion, the same behavior that a chatter who dislikes Destiny would engage in? Criticism. Why is criticism like?
But it's not just criticism, right? Like it's like actively doing gay ops. It's like undermining him, right? It's like nuclear behavior, right? Like it's literally nuclear behavior. Criticism is what I do, okay? I'm sorry, but I do criticism better than any of these anti-fans, okay? Criticism? That's me, okay? Yeah, I do critique Steven. Wow. Yeah, that's what it looks like.
Worthy of doxing or harassment. Is there a different question you want to ask the chat besides the one I just articulated?
No, that's it. Now, some of these guys think that I'm like a tanky or something, but I can understand that, right? So, like I said,
I think you said the word Posadist a few times, and I think that triggered.
Yeah, but hold on, but that's just because it's a really funny ideology if you look into it. They believe in like working with dolphins and aliens to institute world communism. It's really funny.
All right, cool. Well, let's talk about that.
We can
next
talk some other time. Like I said, I'm around tomorrow if you want after 10 o'clock. Totally up to you.
All right, sounds good, bud. I'll reach out.
Talk to you later. Have a good day.
Bye. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I know you love to hate Doobie, but that is fine. Let me check my text message real quick in order to see. Nah, let's push. We'll only have a half hour till you're off the air. Yeah, same as time tomorrow. Yes, please. And sorry for the delay. Okay, so what's going on now is we ran a little bit over time talking to Doobie, which is totally fine. We started the Sitch and Adam content. Realistically, I'm probably going to go back to the Sitch and Adam content tomorrow because I feel like we need to criticize some center-right people who might be sweeping for the Trump admin. I'm not saying that they swept for the Trump admin, but if they did, then I'm going to want to criticize them over it. Doobie, I understand exactly what you guys are saying, okay? You're saying Doobie is admitting to being some level of autistic, Discord, manipulative, Varus type spy character who has little birds everywhere, and yet he doesn't want to be criticized or harassed or doxxed, which by the way I think is valid. Criticisms is valid. Doxing and
well, nobody wants to be doxxed, right? But it's more like if you poke a hornet's nest, right? Like what happens if you poke a bear or you poke a hornet's nest? Like what the fuck? You don't. I guess you don't deserve to die by hornet stings. You don't deserve to be mauled to death by a bear, technically, right? Nobody agrees with that. But what happens if you poke a bear, right? Like what the fuck? with the really with the 20 feet long stick, I guess. I don't fucking know, dude. I just okay, is there anything else? Fuck. I wasn't expecting to know that about Connor's wife. But okay. Ha! Who has the real lolly? Who has the real lolly interest, Connor? Connor, you might be projecting there, Connor. You are the real lolicon. Because you went after someone IRL. Okay, sorry. Okay, sorry. Okay, my bad. It's literally the same shit of what's going on with Republicans acting surprised someone would want to shoot Kirk. Sure. There's a whole Prime Kai panel to watch. 3 more hours. No. Okay, I don't know. I gotta go edit. Okay, I gotta do my shit. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm gonna go and do. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, I'm gonna. I'm gonna go edit now. Okay. No, Connor was not 19. Connor was 24. His wife was 19. Okay. All right. Which is fine. But by the way, that's fine, okay? But I'm just saying it's kind of weird considering how that's like as close as an IRL lolly attraction that you can get away with, okay? I'm just saying, okay, 24 is around my age. 19 is pretty much around, 19 is pretty much like close to teenager, right? Like I'm just saying, like 19 is pretty much a teenager, right? Like the thing is like I just don't get it. 24, I'm 26, okay? I'm 26, okay? I'm 26. 26, 24 does not really matter, okay? At that point, you know, it's kind of the same thing at that point, okay? But like the thing is that okay, you're into 19-year-olds, cool. I'm also into 19-year-olds, okay? Me too, okay? So you know, maybe don't throw your shit at me when I'm into like fucking cartoon versions of 19-year-olds, I guess. Like when you're into the real 19-year-old motherfucker in person, IRL, okay? Like Jesus, like what do you want me to like what the fuck? Sorry, that's what I want to say, okay? She was 18 at work with him at 23. I know, right? Bro. Oh my god. Connor! Connor! Okay, all right. We have to go now, okay? We have to go now.